Welcome back, everyone. Yes, I'm still working on part 2, so I just took a little breaky break, and I wanted to bring you this story about this white girl. Her name is JustPearlyThings, and she has been getting dragged all over YouTube, and rightfully so, because she is all the way out of line for some of the stuff she has done. So let me tell you a little bit about this dusty ass white girl. So she has a podcast on YouTube now. She used to have a TikTok. That's where she blew up from. She had over 1 million subscribers on TikTok and ended up getting kicked off of TikTok for having some type of a verbal fight with some girl on TikTok. So TikTok kicked her off of there. But she's originally born and raised in Chicago. You couldn't tell by looking at her. And she has relocated to the UK. So she lives in London right now. And she has got a bunch of cooning-ass Africans, cooning-ass Nigerians, to sit up on a panel with her and drag black women. Yes. Drag black women, and cooning ass Africans and Nigerians are allowing her to do it. And so she has been getting dragged by us in America on YouTube for this behavior. She did an interview with the most hated white supremacist on YouTube right now, Nick Fuentes. And these are our modern day white supremacist racist people. Like, damn, these kids are young. They are young, and they already trying to be white supremacists and have these old fucked up viewpoints and talking points. So, Miss Pearly here, she has, she joins this group, I guess, that like they're a podcast called the MANISPHERE, and she has gone on the MANISPHERE and just being misogynistic as hell. You know, she learned a lot of what she speaks about from Kevin Samuels, out of all people. Really? And she actually was on Kevin Samuels' show one time when he was doing a live stream on his YouTube channel. She was one of the guests where she asked a bunch of dumbass questions, of course. And so after she had that interview with Kevin Samuels, that's what prompted her to go ahead and start her YouTube channel and speak about the same things, because she was such in agreement with him. My issue with her is that she's in the black community, and so she has a bunch of black people that she's speaking to about this on her little panel, and the black crowd is what she's targeting. So she's bashing basically black women, because they're not sitting up there talking about white women and white people relationships. They're talking about black relationships. And I just have a problem with that. Like, bitch, keep your mouth off of our issues. Stay out of our business. Stop trying to make money off of us. She ain't no better than Adam 22 and all them fools, you know? Vlad TV and shit. But the black men that have been on YouTube speaking about her and this last stupid ass situation that she just had, where she just said all the wrong things when she had Nick Fuentes on her show, agreeing with all the wrong things, saying all the wrong things, being the white supremacist that she is. And I just really was taken aback about how the black YouTubers were defending her. You know, it was more defending her than it was speaking against what she had to say. And the shit was ridiculous. Black folks, black men all up in the comments caping for this bitch and everything. I was like, what? Hold on. What is going on in the world today? There were a few men YouTubers like Jason Black and O'Shea Duke Jackson that, called her out on her bullshit. But the rest of these niggas that's got channels on YouTube, they was caping for her. They was caping for her. Had her on the show, making her feel all good about herself. But baby, she ain't ready for Michi X. She ain't ready for that type of drama. So how about I play just a few clips from what Michi X had to say about this yesterday. and this about to be good.
Oh my God. And then y'all bow to the most plainest, most nothing looking like woman. I find it amazing that the least of the white women you will praise over the most amazing black woman. She's not even a cute white girl. And I'm not saying that to be funny. What I'm saying to you is that you niggas is so in love with whiteness. See, you know that saying that white folks, water is wetter than ice, is colder? It doesn't even matter what form of whiteness it comes in. It can be trifling whiteness, trailer park whiteness. It can be, let me exhort my white privilege. I don't give a fuck about you niggas other than your money whiteness. It does not matter. You think it all is better than any form of blackness. No matter what level of whiteness it is, it's all beautiful to you as long as they pandering to your ass. You niggas is the one, I know now, the manosphere is the niggas who keep voting in all these politicians. Because you niggas like pandering. So this woman has infiltrated, right? The great thing that white people do all the time, she has infiltrated the manosphere, okay? These tough niggas who need respect, right? They need they women to bow down to them. They need you to be submissive, right? They need you to do all of these things, and they don't buckle to no bitches because women need to be accountable. Women don't hold themselves accountable, right? They don't do none of that stuff. Isn't this what the black manosphere say? But y'all let a white girl get away with all that shit. I'll say that black women can't do. Okay, y'all is a bunch of beta males. And I'm just realizing this. Like, y'all so tough. But I'm going to break down how y'all a bunch of bitches. And I have never gone in on the manosphere. But tonight, I think I'm kind of down with Cynthia G. Okay? Because you niggas have showed your raccooning ass. Okay? I'm sick of y'all. I'm so sick of y'all. Let's find a video of her. Here she goes. Just look at her face for a moment. This is her. Look. See it? So she pays a bunch of black men to get into this YouTube thing, right? And as she gets into this thing, she's paid Kevin Samuel. She paid a bunch of black men, a lot of them that are caping for her now. And she is in this sector, and all the black men are kissing her ass. All of y'all. I've seen it, right? Y'all be in her comment section talking about she might be a 6, but the way she think makes her a 10. You niggas is sorry. Let's just, it's a lot of points to be made here, but let's make this one point right here. You niggas would never in the manosphere let black women walk around just plain-faced, natural how they are. And even the black women y'all be talking about, natural, plain-faced, just wearing Little House on the Prairie dresses. Sisters, according to them, you now take it all off. Don't wear shit to impress no man. Don't be cute. And I need you to go to Walmart and I need you to buy you some Little House on the Prairie dresses, okay? That should be good enough for them. But y'all worship the ground this fucking white girl walks on. They're like, well, she understands. How can a white woman ever understand the plight of what a black man is going through in his relationships? I'm gonna need somebody to explain that to me. I guess it's kind of the same thing as Biden telling you, if you don't vote for him, you're not black. You know, I've watched black women on YouTube fight for a long time, the years that I've been here. And I've never seen y'all black men get up and rally around us to defend us. For as much as I support black men, like, I'm so disappointed in y'all. I need to go talk to my brother Q, or I need to go hang out with Zeke and them. I need the black agenda because I'm being serious with no laughs. Like, I need to be surrounded by Black men that are doing some work and they're about something, because y'all motherfuckers on such a large scale have disappointed us to a great extent. I have watched Black women, I'm one of them, come on YouTube and call out Black men that have done fucked up shit to Black women in the community and claim that they do great work in the community. I have watched Black women be attacked, whether it be the women that are in y'all MANISPHERE, right, that defend y'all. I have watched all of us get attacked. I have watched people say false things about us and put us in a state where they trying to shut us down. Right? Y'all don't want Pearlie's channel to go away because you need her. But when people say false shit about us and it makes us look bad, so people won't watch us and we'll go away, you motherfuckers don't come out and defend us. You never do that for Black women. So let me show you how the scales of balance work in this bitch. You never protect us, so we have to protect ourselves. But then you tell us we're too masculine. I wonder why the fuck that is. You know, I wouldn't have to jump bad and argue with so many niggas and have to defend myself and be in this mug fighting and snatching niggas' trademarks to stand my ground, because I'm not gonna let nobody just pump me if Black men were standing up for Black women. Like, where the fuck is all this stand up for us? I'm gonna be personal with it. Where the fuck was this stand up for me? This bitch over here telling you lies to get your money. I actually do motherfucking work in the community. I done had niggas email me, threaten me, they gonna kill me, and you niggas be right along in the chat. Matter of fact, guess what? It's you niggas that be emailing me, threatening me. It's Black men doing this shit, not white boys. You the niggas threatening my life, but you niggas would not let Pearly Toe touch a drop on the ground. She shall not put her foot on any pavement. It's just amazing. And don't get me wrong, there are brothers that have supported me. And yes, when I say people are doing this stuff, y'all check on me, y'all from security. I'm talking about in these YouTube streets. So let's be clear with that. I'm talking about the men who have platforms. They are present, they are being seen, and they have an audience. When they decide to open their mouths, 9 times out of 10, the men on Black YouTube are usually fighting and degrading the Black women on YouTube. They're not standing up to check anybody for us when somebody says or does something to us. They just watch the videos, they add to it, they make more videos, they talk shit. I have never seen a Black woman get run through the ringer on Black YouTube and there be any fucking Black men that stand up and make videos and be like, yo, you can't come at my girl like that. Yo, you can't talk about her like that. No, I'm going to support her and tell you that she doesn't do shit like that, right? I'm going to tell you, you can't do this, and you. None of y'all have done that. None of y'all have done that. But you constantly crying about how the fuck you want to be respected as men. You want your woman to see you as the protector and the provider, and we'll overlap that provider part, because all you niggas be like, bitch, if I provide. Which one of you niggas, I mean, just a side note, how many of y'all just really provide? Y'all always screaming that shit. None of you niggas are providing. I'm from the hood. I still got family in the hood. I be in the hood. I don't know no niggas that's in the manosphere and y'all all fucking crying. I don't know any of y'all that actually pay your bills from top to bottom that your girl can stay home. So you don't provide something that is required for you to demand what the fuck you demand. You do know you can't tell a woman to sit down, be submissive to you because you are the protector and the provider if you want her to go work a job too to help you pay those bills. Then when you come home, guess who the fuck's job it is to cook and wash the dishes? Both of your jobs, stupid motherfucker. Y'all listen to these dumbass people who ain't even been in real relationships. Real relationships don't work like that. You broke ass niggas is in relationships and marriages with women that have jobs. You need them to keep the lights on, bitch. She gave you the gas money to get to work this week from her check. Let's tell the real truth. See, Pearl can't never tell that truth because she fucking white. Maybe in Pearl's community, when a woman gets married, even if she's in the trailer park, I don't know. Maybe they actually take care of their wives, and the wives can stay home all day. So when they ask them to clean up, they're okay with cleaning up the house. When they ask them to have a dinner ready for me when I get home, they're okay with that, because guess what? You worked all day and you paid all the bills. That's not the story in the manosphere. So shut the fuck up saying that shit. But you're the protectors, because I ain't forget where I was. If you did, let me bring you back, okay? You're the protectors, and this is what you say: we should submit to you because you're our protectors and you're our providers, right? Well, you men screaming that have just shown that you are not protectors of Black women in any way. And not that in the moment we needed protecting, but by showing us what protection looks like when it came to a white girl, that was amazing to me. See, because we couldn't say you're not protecting us because we didn't really know what your form of protection looked like. But now that we've seen what you're capable of, we see how you show up, we see how you defend a fucking chick, we think that shit. So now we know what it looks like. And the truth is, you don't show yourselves as protectors of Black women. And nigga, you don't have to like me. You don't have to protect me. That's fine. Manosphere. Maybe Michi's one of those women that, I've hit the wall. Y'all excuse me. I've hit the wall. I'm old. I have children. Even though I was married, like I'm worthless, I could cook now and I can clean, but I got degrees and I make money. So I'm a worthless bitch. I done hit the wall and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas don't want me. So fuck protecting the Michi. Okay? But what about the women who are in the manosphere who defend you niggas every single day? Black women who are out here talking to other Black women because they're Black women, so they can probably speak to us and for us before a white girl ever can. Yeah, they don't see no value in Black women, but you know what? We're going to take it back to something I've always said. See, and this is what I mean. We think that shit is just on the surface. Let's go to the depths of this. Go back to the dial test. Absolutely. These Black men are filled with self-hate. They don't see any motherfucking beauty in themselves. So they cannot see a beauty in the reflection of them. Because I'm sorry, and it's always the darkest. Like, why do you got to be the most chocolate black shade of a brother? It's always the dark ones. Do y'all not like what you look like? But y'all be out here just kissing this woman's ass. So are you insecure about what your skin tone is or something like that? Because that pasty thing is not your reflection at all. She looks nothing like you. So when you see Black women, you see your reflection and you hate your motherfucking self. This is why it's easy to hate the reflection of you. Whether you like it or not, Black women are your reflection, motherfucker. They are. Black men and Black women. You got Indian men and Indian women, Mexican and Mexican, right? White and white. Black women are your people. Are you niggas forgetting that? Or maybe it's that you want to get so far away from your people because you hate who you are yourselves. So you make all these excuses why you must dismiss Black women, but I don't buy your lie anymore. You know I don't buy your lie? Because I just watched you give a white woman a pass for every fucking thing you never give a Black woman a pass for. Do we have any manosphere in the house? Would you like to say anything in defense of your whack-ass posse? I know y'all ain't heard the word posse in a while. I'm showing my I've hit the wall age. I'm sorry. That's what y'all to think about that. That shit is a disgrace and I'm laughing, y'all, but it's sad. It's really sad. It really is. And I'm sorry, you're the men. If you would like to have us see you as the protectors and the providers and respect you in that vein of the men you're supposed to be, it is your job as the man then to show yourself worthy of respect, for us to trust you enough to be respected. One thing you don't talk about in the manosphere, and one thing that PaleFace Things could never talk about in the manosphere when she's giving her opinion on relationships and shit of that manner. Like, for example, she'll bring up the fact that most women are selfish and bitches leave their marriages and you're not good wives because you have no loyalty, because women divorce and leave their husbands more than husbands ever leave their wives. Well, let me tell the manosphere and PaleFace Things something that she will never put into that conversation. See, when you're talking to Black women, we don't want to hear that. You know why? Because the question would be, why are they leaving their marriage? So if Pasty Face and the Manosphere doesn't want to speak to the statistical numbers, since the bitch likes numbers all the motherfucking time, the numbers of how many Black men actually abuse, beat, assault, and murder their fucking Black wives. Does she want to begin to talk about the domestic violence within the Black families? That statistics will fucking prove, since the bitch like numbers. See, you can't speak to our community, chick. See, I'm not going to do the research for you because I'm sure you manosphere niggas have went and looked up all of the research. Roy Ray says, you lying, Michi. And you're a sad, sorry excuse of somebody who doesn't want to be honest. For all you niggas who like stats, go look it up. Black women die at the hands of Black men more than anybody else. Motherfucker, look it up. Let me show you something else that Pasty Face won't tell you about our community and the Manosphere never wants to address. I do this a lot, but I'm going to do it again for you motherfuckers tonight. For all of the sisters in the chat, and I'll raise my hand first. How many of you in life have been sexually assaulted, maybe even more than once? And if that sexual assault was from a Black man, can we get a me too in the motherfucking chat? I want you to just pay attention to the me too. Shut the fuck up and learn. Look at the chat. It's moving faster than it's moved all night. You see it? See, it's a lot of drama, but we came here to have a real conversation. They still going. I'm not saying nothing because they're still fucking going. See, Pasty Face can't talk to our fucking community about the real issues of why the fuck our relationships don't work, or why we don't trust our men, or why we don't feel protected by our men, or why we have taken on a fucking masculine persona. Because you know what? While you kiss the feet of a white bitch, y'all do nothing but assault us. That's what you do. You rape Black women. You molest Black girls. You beat them, and when they leave you and you can't stand it, you set them on fire and you shoot them in front of their kids and shit, or you murder your children while you're on the fucking FaceTime with them. See, this bitch can't have these conversations, and the Manosphere don't never want to really go that deep. You just want to keep it surface. Bitch, cook my food. Bitch, clean my house. Bitch, suck my dick. Niggas, fuck you. So see, watching this, for as much as y'all have seen drama, I have seen so much more. When Manosphere gonna talk about that shit? Just like she doesn't know anything about slavery, so y'all say. So let's get into that, right? Y'all got time tonight, right? Because I haven't even got to Charleston White, but I got time tonight if you got time. Because we haven't even got into what this chick has done while they kissing her ass. So PaleFace decides to go and do a live, even though she's talking about relationships all the time, right? Kevin Samuels died and you niggas crowned a white woman. I'm not a Kevin Samuels fan, and I want y'all to know that he would be disappointed in y'all. How do you crown a woman the leader of the manosphere. And you can't say you didn't crown her, because your fight for her, or your views and your subscriptions and how much you promote this bitch shows that you've crowned her. So she goes and she decides to do a show that's out of her lane, right? Because she has a deal with Wire Live or wherever the fuck, that is the same place that Candace Owens works for. Okay. So she's trying to, rebrand herself. So nothing like rebranding yourself where Candace Owens works. So you go and get a white supremacist and you bring them on your show. So she goes and gets Nick Fuentes, right? And if you don't know who he is, because I've heard some of you even defend that, Mr. Daly, in stating that you don't think he's a racist because he believes in nationalism and because Black people do the same thing. And so what's wrong with that? Well, I will have everybody to know that Nick is a self-proclaimed racist. He will tell you he's a fucking racist. He will tell you he's a racist. I watch Black men make excuses and for a person who doesn't even want the excuse. He tells you he's a racist and you'll say, I don't think he's racist. Well, it doesn't matter what you think. He said it and you still don't want to believe it. Okay.
Message and said, Nick, I can no longer talk to you. We are no longer in the same movement. What you're pushing is dangerous and hateful and anti-Semitic and blah, blah, blah. Never talk to me again. The whole crew blocked me on Twitter, stopped talking to me. And then I got a call from my boss at RSBN a week later, this guy, Joe Seals, and he says, Cassie has been calling me every day for the last 2 weeks saying that I need to fire you because you're racist and you're an anti-Semite. So not only does she cut off the friendship and blacklist me, but then she starts calling my boss.
She Karen'd you, huh?
Yeah, it's for real.
Yeah. Was she white?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are the best Karens.
Yeah,
we do Karen it better than anyone else.
That's true. Yeah, that's not sure that's like something to be proud
Wait
of.
for
It
it.
kind of is though, actually. I'm actually in a way kind of like pro Karen.
Karens are needed. I'm not saying
Yeah.
sometimes we're in the wrong, but I honestly think like Karens are the ones that do the shit that no one else wants to do. Now, you might have been on the negative end of the Karen stick, right?
That's how
but they
I know.
all probably wanted you fired or wanted you blacklisted, right? Karen's just the one that did it.
Yeah, that's
Karen,
right.
So from my point of view, if the guy next door is having this loud party and I'm the one that goes and complains, everyone wanted it to stop.
That's right.
I'm pro Karen.
I am too.
So she had him on the show. Now she has a guy, I guess, King somebody, I don't know his name, somebody that works for her in England, and he has a girlfriend and she's Italian. So she's in the studio with them and she has a problem with this guy already because he's a racist and they're talking about how they're both Italian. And she says, well, I want you to know that, that you don't represent us. We don't claim you and your hateful, rhetoric and stuff like that. And he said something to her and the conversation went back and forth about her, she has a Black boyfriend. She brought that up. King Riches, thank you, Gail. And so, she brought her boyfriend up or whatever, and he asked her if she knew how to make some kind of dish, and she said she wouldn't be making it for him, she would make it for her Black boyfriend. And he was like, oh, that's a shame. Go tell that to the Italian guys and see how they would feel, right? So even this woman that's in the studio already has some reservation about who this guy is because she knows he's a racist. Now, Pearl has these Black people sitting around in her studio, and they start joking about how niggas is late all the time.
I texted you, I'm on my way because I thought I was already 10 minutes late when I was leaving.
Yeah, well,
So-
it's okay. Blessing was more late African.
Well, he's Black.
Yeah.
And who's a harder worker and who isn't when it comes to niggas? Then he's talking about something that's not slavery, and she goes out of her way to bring it up on her own, but everybody keeps saying she just didn't know what she was doing. The little white girl didn't know. Your mother is not a nice person if she raised your dumb ass. I just want to say that, okay? She didn't know. Whatever. So she brings it up. He didn't bring it up. She brings it up. She says that just like in slavery, it was embellished and that it wasn't as bad as it was, and that when people was released from the plantation, they went back to the plantation to work for their slave master because they treated them good and shit like that. She said that slavery was not that bad because Roots was not a real story.
Okay, the next part. Now, this was the part that was probably the dumbest part of the whole interview. This was the stupidest, the dumbest. Oh, this was stupid. So I said that slavery was embellished in the interview. Now, that not only is that comment insensitive, it's not accurate. There were things in slavery that were worse than what was shown on TV. What I was referring to, I don't even want to tell you guys what I was trying to say because it wasn't what came out and it doesn't even matter. Again, if you watch the full thing, I was more referring to the system of using atrocities to control people. That's what I was trying to say. But to say that it wasn't, that it was embellished is, oh gosh, so stupid. So stupid, insensitive. And nor am I, sure, I've read a couple books, but I'm not informed or qualified enough to really have that conversation. So not bringing someone else onto the show, again, stupid. Now, the next thing is that my friend Gabby came on the show with him, and she's dating someone that is Black. And he would say openly racist comments to her. Now, I should have pushed back on that. I've been in interracial relationships. So for me to not push back on that, especially with all of the people that have been on my show, was stupid. It was stupid. I just, I was kind of like a deer in the headlights. I didn't know what to say. I was like, oh gosh. And the video we were watching wasn't even supposed to be about that. So I really don't have an excuse. It was just stupid. And again, I take full accountability for this stuff. And, if I had to do it over again, I would do it differently. But I can only move forward. So
this is what she says. So she jokes about niggas being late amongst her staff that's there with a white guy. That's a racist. So they're making these racist ass jokes, and she's like, oh, slavery was not that bad, right? Because Ruth embellished it. So I could go a couple of ways from here right now. And I think what I want to do is just give a clarification for people. If anybody thinks that Ruth was nothing like slavery, bitch, it was worse. Let's just say that. It was worse. Do we not know that? No, you're right, bitch. It was not like Roots. It was actually worse. They put people in hot boxes. If you want to see a real depiction of slavery, the most realist one you're probably going to get is the movie Django. They put you in hot boxes. They would allow dogs to tear you apart to kill you. They would boil motherfuckers in pots. Black women were raped all the time. They had bucking farms, and that's where they broke Black men so they weren't strong. They had breeding farms where they had family members have sex with each other with bags on their head to breed more children. That's where the word motherfucker came from. Bitch, do your research or quit speaking on our people. You can go read a book called The Medical Apartheid that talks about the whole fact that this pasty bitch can go to the doctor right now, open up her legs and get her coochie examined. And the whole fucking idea of gynecology came from the father of gynecology, who was actually a slave owner who kept notes of how he experimented on his Black slaves. So even when you thought slavery was bad, nigga, you did not want to be bought by a physician. Because now you became an experiment. And he would do hysterectomies. Google what a hysterectomy is if you niggas don't know, with no anesthesia. He had white nurses, and they would hold these women down. And when they saw how much they were screaming in pain, the white people even couldn't do it because it was too gruesome. I mean, at a day and age when they was just doing all kind of shit to black people, it was too gruesome for them. So then he made the black slaves hold the women down as he did this stuff. It's a whole book about it, bitch. We'd be here for hours if I decided to keep going into all of the things that happened in slavery. Then lastly, the bitch says, we don't deserve reparations. Oh, wait a minute. Some of these cooning ass niggas might say, she's saying like that. So let me say what she said. She said she don't believe in reparations. Okay. Bitch, it's not for you to believe in because it has nothing to do with you anyway. Right? So then that was her last and final say. Okay. Now, you have black men out here who are defending her. She's not a racist. She's not a racist. She's not a racist. We got the lead attorney. Now, I don't really watch him much. Every now and then I'll tune in. I actually like the lead attorney, or liked, okay? Don't like that nigga no more. He really took things all left. He brought her in and he was caping hard as fuck for her. And I'm gonna keep it real with all of y'all. Somebody tagged me the other day and I was watching Jason Black. I don't know. You know these niggas and Professor Black. They the same motherfucker. They the Wizard of Oz. So I click it on the video. When I click it on his video, he's saying some shit that's real as fuck that I agree with, even though this nigga is the Wizard of Oz. Right? So let me say this, because I want to repeat what he said, because it made so much fucking sense. So this nigga, the lead attorney, goes into, I'm from the South. And real racism look like this. So, nigga, if they not lynching you from a noose, you know what I'm saying, or chasing you with dogs, or you not getting shot up in a sundown town, you mean to tell me there's no other racism other than that? He's like, that's not racism. Like, y'all sound stupid. There are all forms of racism, bruh. But the point that Jason Black made was, he was saying that as an attorney, if he was to walk into the courthouse, and I thought this makes so much sense. It's a perfect analogy. He says, if you walked into the courthouse early and the judge didn't know you were there, and you overheard the judge talking with the DA about how black folks are always late, right? They're lazy, okay? And they don't show the fuck up, or they lazy and don't do their job, and they shouldn't get no reparations and none of that shit. You know what the lead attorney would do and what he should do as a lawyer? What y'all think that he should do? You think that he should move forward in that case with that attorney if his client was a black person and that judge had to make the decision? And I'd like somebody to ask this nigga that. Ask him that. As an attorney, if he went into the courtroom and heard that, and the judge that was presiding over them is saying this with the DA, he wouldn't say that he would like another judge because the stuff that he was saying is prejudice and that it might affect how he sees his client, and there might be some racial issues here. Now, that was a damn good point. Do you wear gaiters, you buck dancing nigga?
Well, shit, I couldn't have said it no better myself. Did you enjoy the read? Because I enjoyed it thoroughly. Because these niggas out here deserve it. The ones that be on that bullshit. And we ain't talking about the good ones, the good men, the good black men out here. And y'all know who you are. We talking about them beta bitches. And they know who they are. Thank you for tuning in. Please make sure that you subscribe. Please make sure that you like and leave a comment. Let me know, your opinions or your thoughts or whatever. Just leave a comment, honey. Say hi, hello, how you doing? You could even say fuck you, bitch. Say something. Say something down there, okay? And I will see you soon with part 2 of the reparations for the descendants of African slaves. So stay tuned. Put your notifications bell on all so that you will be notified when I drop that video. Have a great, great day, night, evening, whatever it is when you get this video. Peace.